Hello everyone. Today we are going to see that how to create a control or how to add the event handlers to the control so that we can take some range of inputs from the user. Okay, so let's create an application WPF. So next, I'll take the default one. This is my WPF window. I'll take one text box, text, text box. Okay, and I'll use some label or text block. This is fine. Okay, so this we can say this is your enter n, right? And this text box will take that n value. Okay, so this is the one, right, where we are going to enter the value. And what we want to do is we want to restrict the input of this number to, let's say, he should only enter values between 50 to 100, right? So how can we do that and how can we verify it? So right now, if you run this application, I can enter any value. Okay, I can even enter strings, right? So what restrictions I want to do is I should be able to enter only integers, and if I enter values only in 50 to 100, it should recognize that. Otherwise, it should notify me that I'm entering wrong values. So how to do it is simple. So we have this text box. We can add some event handlers such as text changed, right? On text changed, we want to add a handler, text box underscore text changed, and uh, number validator, numbers, not number validator. There is a control called as a preview text input. Okay, there is one event preview text input. So here you can filter out some inputs, right? So we want to make sure that this text box contains only numbers. So we can have that. Then tooltip, you can say that tooltip is equal to enter value between 50 and 100, right? Now, if I run this application, I can see the tooltip, enter value between 50 and 100, but still I can enter anything, okay? So I want to restrict that. So how do we do it? We go inside the backend code and we add the support. So in the text box dot text changed, what do we want to check? That whether the input is correct or not. So first thing, text box preview input. In this, we want to make sure that the user enters only the numbers. So for that, we have this regular expression which we can make use of. I have some ready-made code snippet here. So we define the regular expression which accepts only numbers 0 to 9 plus. That means it can have one or more multiple instances of it. We need to include its namespace, and then we have to simply assign e.handle. This is the one which does the magic. E is the text composition event argument. So e.handle is equal to regular expression is match. So if this text is matching with this regular expression, then only we make enable this e.handled, and that is how the input is accepted. So with this change, if you run the application, now I cannot enter strings. So I'm typing strings, but I cannot. Only when I type numbers, it accepts. Strings, it doesn't. Okay. So now about the input. So here we can typecast it into text box. Okay. So T1 is equal to sender as text box. So that's how we are going to typecast it. And then T1 dot text will give us the text. We can convert that text to string and we can print it. Okay. Uh, text changed to this. So T1 dot text dot to string, yeah. And with this change, we can see what is our output. So right click it, and in the properties, you can say that I want to see the console application, console output, save it, and now run this application. So when you run it, so when I type the text, When I type the text, it does not accept it, but when I enter the numbers, it accepts, and as you can see, it prints those numbers. Now we want to check that the value entered is within the bounds. So I'm going to convert it into string. So string s1 is equal to this, and then I'm going to check whether it can be parsed. Is uh, parsable is equal to s1 int dot try parse. We can use this method. Send s1 and send out number, out number. Okay, come on. So I need to have number here, right? And if is parsable, we can say console outline. Uh, a string is a number, and we can print the number as well, n, right? Else, else string is not number. We can say string is not a number. Okay. Not we can say. No, we can't say that. We can say that if it is parsable and okay, let me first check that it's possible, and if it is possible, then we can say that if this n is greater than 50 and n is less than 100, then it's in the correct range. We can say that text dot, I think we should give some name to that control. So let's go here, and that's our control. We can say that name is text1. Come back here, text1 dot. Now there is I have a ready-made code snippet to change the color. So we can do this. Okay. So yeah, that's our. So we can change the background color to green if it is in range. Else we can change the color to red. Okay. So that's what we want to do. That if the input is in range, we can show that it is show it in green. So let's say 1, 2. Okay, string is number. Yeah, uh, 3, but it's going to show the red because we only accept the numbers within the 50 to 60 range. Okay, if I make 600, it's going to show red, right? So only if I enter values like 51 or 60, 52, 55, or 88. Okay, 88 or 99. So only those numbers are going to be seen in the green, which indicates that what values I'm entering are correct. Right? So this is one way of restricting user inputs to only numbers, and further showing user some feedback that okay, what you are entering is correct or wrong by using this parsing and conversion into int. Okay, so that is done or achieved by using these uh, uh, using this handlers, that is preview text input. Right, it will call this event handler, and there is a text changed which will be handled by this. So preview text input will filter out all the strings, like if you press any character letters it will not accept it. And text changed is basically if you whenever you type the number, it is going to parse and indicate that whether the number is within the range or not. Okay, like that. That's a good concept. I hope it's useful. Thank you very much.